Hello, Jeff.
Hello, Scott and everybody.
Testing.
Testing, testing.
Okay.
Good evening.
Okay, well, it's 7 o'clock. I'd like to get started. Thank you all for coming. We do have a quorum, so I'd like to call to order the March 15th, 2021 meeting of the Town of Bowling Green Planning Commission. Our first order of business is to hear public comments on the edits made for chapters 9 and 10 of the comprehensive plan. The edits were published a few days ago, and there are copies available for all of you to peruse. There is no public to make a comment. Okay, so is there any public comment on chapters 9 and 10 of the comprehensive plan? I hear no comment. Going once. Going twice. I'm closing the public comment. Okay. Excuse me. If there are no public comments, I will open up the discussion for the Planning Commission. We'll start first, I figured, with Sandy, and we'll go around, and if you have any comments or edits or anything you want to say about the edits for chapters 9 and 10, please do so.
There was a strikeout we were supposed to do. Remember when we did away with the PUD or something on one of the pages? Do you remember what page that was on?
It would be somewhere in the chapter 9. That was the land use section.
I got shown that as I was going home the other night, and I didn't write it down.
I think it happened. That would have been under the moderate density residential definition.
What page are you on?
That would be page 74 or page 6, depending on which you're looking at. The dark box would be page 6 in the corner.
Yeah, the R3 got struck out.
Yeah.
Let me see if that's where it was. Yeah, it was modern density. Yeah, the R3. I thought there was another one, though.
Well, we talked about it a bit, but these, looking at them right now, they all look correct on
Okay.
here.
It might be it. The next page, 75. At the top where it's red, should we strike the PUD?
No, this is the definition section. PUD is a high-density type of
Okay.
use. This is,
So that is right.
yeah,
The
R3 and PUD are your high-density uses. And
Okay.
we were striking the R3 and the PUD from the moderate density section. And
Okay,
that's part of why creating the high-density section, so that there was an applicable place to have it.
okay.
And its usage is up to the Plan Commission at a different time when somebody tries to rezone.
Okay. I think that's it.
That's it? Okay. Scott, do you have any comments or?
I don't have any comments.
Valerie?
I'm good, thank you.
And Tina?
Everything I read over looked good, thank you.
Okay, do I have a motion then to send the updated chapters 9 and 10 to the town council for approval?
So moved.
And to clarify that, a recommendation of approval to town council?
I move that we send the Planning Commission recommendation for Chapter 9, Chapter 10 to be accompanied with the future use map to Town Council.
Okay, thank you. Is there a second?
I will second that motion.
Thank you, Scott. All those in favor? Aye. Okay, thank you, so moved. Okay, the next order of business is approval of the minutes from the February 22nd meeting. Have you all had a chance to look at the minutes, and do any of you have changes to make to the minutes?
I don't have any changes. It was consistent with what we lived through.
Thank you. Can you make a motion?
I will make a motion to accept the February 22nd minutes as written.
Thank
I'll
you.
second.
Fantastic. All in favor? Aye. Thank you. Okay, next order of business is new business. Do we have any new business?
I saw that are we supposed to attend the Thursday evening meeting?
If you are able, that would be wonderful.
What time is that?
7.
7, it is 7, and I do have that on my report. I think Commissioner Sigmund was not here. He did not get the notice that I placed on everyone's chairs the other night. But it is, we're considering it a work session so that Town Council and Planning Commission can both be there. The town attorney will go over land use and planning and the legal implications of what's being done, and it's informational. There won't be a chance for public comment. We're going to try to do it mostly by Zoom, just for ease of everyone being able to hear the town attorney, because she will not be here in public. When everyone's on Zoom together, it makes it much easier to hear. I will have it set up here if the public wants to watch. I'll have it set up, and for anyone who's unavailable or unable to do Zoom, I will have it.
Okay.
So it's not going to be here?
If you don't have the capability of doing Zoom, you can come here and do it.
So
But if
everybody
you'd
on
prefer, you
council
can
and
do it from
planning
home.
commission are supposed to be on Zoom?
Yeah, you can, but like I said, if you'd rather come here in person, you can. But I'm trying to encourage as many people by Zoom because it makes it easier when the town attorney is presenting. But I'll have that set up here so that you can also participate by Zoom here.
Yeah, the reason for that is when everything's run through the system here, there's a bit of a delay when someone on Zoom speaks, then the people here hear it, then the people here speak, then there's another delay before the person on Zoom hears it. So when everybody's on Zoom, it's kind of more simultaneous. And so since the point of this meeting is more or less a informational, it may even be a little bit of like a lecture. She's going to like go over some of the terminology, kind of going over some of the stuff in Chapter 9 and then the implementation of it. And so if there's going to be a lot of back and forth in her answering questions, it's just a preferential thing to keep the order flow going. But no, like she said, she is setting up some stuff here if you can't Zoom.
And we also found with the water meeting the other night, if you watch the YouTube video, you cannot hear anybody asking questions because no one was using the mic. And it's because everyone kept refusing the mic when I was trying to get them to use the mic. So it makes it easier for the public to hear, for everyone to hear, Planning Commission, Town Council to hear. And it makes it easier for the town attorney because she's been having a hard time, I believe, also communicating with the ones that are not on Zoom.
Okay, any other new business? All right, Melissa, would you like to deliver your zoning administrator's report?
Yes, it's a pretty brief one. You may recall, some of you that were on Planning Commission about a year and some months ago, 333 North Main Street, which is up across, right next to the pool when you're going north out of town. It's on the right. applied for a special use permit to allow for a antique store on the bottom level of a residential home. Upstairs, there's living quarters. She had 1 year, the owner had 1 year to comply with the conditions of the special use permit. She has met all of the conditions. The building inspector went in and inspected it, it passed, and then I went in and inspected to make sure everything else met the regulations, and everything passed. She will be having her grand opening on March 26th. And as an update to a request from last meeting, all of the meetings for the next year, everything that was voted on at the first meeting, the January meeting, have been listed on our town website calendar, as well as in the 2 legal places. We have to post it on our notice board inside and our community board outside. I attached the memo that I wrote. It has not been presented to council yet, so if there's any edits that need to be, if there's anything if you don't feel like this represents the motion, or there's any edits you'd like made, please let me know and I can change this. But this is the memo that's going to be sent with chapters 9 and 10, and with the future use map, a copy of the future use map for council at their public hearing on April 1st. And lastly, I just have the reminder about March 18th, Thursday, 7 p.m.
Okay, thank you. Okay, next order is commission comments and reports. Sandy, do you have any comments? No? Scott, do you have anything you want to share? Valerie? And Tina? And I don't have any comments or reports at the moment. Do we have anything else to cover?
Wow.
Do what?
I have nothing else. Nope. This might be a record, though.
I would like to move that we adjourn tonight's planning commission meeting.
Thank you,
I'll
Tina.
second.
All in favor? Okay, adjourned. Thank you all. Have a fabulous night.